ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on 10 between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. With a play fake to Jacobs. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Carr to throw. He'll hit his running back, Amir Abdullah. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quad Williams. And the Broncos are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. After the interception, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4. And it was the Broncos getting the road victory, so they'll look to take the season series now here in Denver. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
To go for the offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st down, Wilson. Right back to Jeudy, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. The Broncos at 8-1 on the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
4th down, Wilson trots off, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Denver field goal. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-0. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their second drive here to ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up, it bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Carr. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. Carr going to give it to Jacobs, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
It was a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Carr going to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. 1st down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. It was DJ Jones who was there for the tackle.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, his his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, you want those early holiday shoppers, partner, or you want those guys get your list done, because think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way. Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, Wilson. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 45-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. They'll run it up the middle now. Gordon. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 40 yards. Williams will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw his Carr. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Shotgun now for Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to hold that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the ball.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. Now Gordon on first down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
36 foul.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 46 yards rushing for him now, and just 6 carries to this point.
That's how you get right up onto the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 27. Out of the pistol, here's Williams. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Albert Okwuegbunam, the intended target. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos will extend their lead here just before halftime. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The final shot here before half for Carr. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Phillips now from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Gordon. Pass to 20 for a short gain, second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Wilson. Forced out to his left. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Wilson. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've got to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. From midfield, here's Carr. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And some room to work. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So that, a real wrench thrown in now for this offense. They're trying to make a game of this in the third quarter, but that is not going to help.
Yeah, Parker probably should have used a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind of play where you can lose a ball game instead of being in position to win.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Carr. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Randy Gregory charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Carr. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defense.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
64 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Maybe the threat of Russell Wilson running the football there and him handing it off opened a little bit of a lane.
It does, and what also helps, his unselfishness. Because he's not a quarterback who's going to take it every time and pull it from the running back and keep it. He will hand it inside when the reads are correct.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Pass rusher extraordinaire, deformed that time, getting the sack.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Looking to throw. Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
On the move past the 40. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now a play fake, Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Devontae Adams. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Carlson on for the PAT. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jayon Brown. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. That is the play they needed in a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And out of bounds right around the 20. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The Raiders on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run. And that's a nice job there, getting the safeties involved in run support.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Pat Surtain. Takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. McManus's point after is good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter. And that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. The bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now Carr to try again after the pick six. Looking deep for Adams. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. And just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception. And this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Play action. Now Wilson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know what background says. Why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Another toe for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down. Get it together.
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there, and I know if we go...
And the Broncos get there and take him down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Another try after the first down sack. Carr. He's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Carr now on first down. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Rolling to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. After the sack on first down, Carr. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Raiders get a bit closer. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Broncos are able to recover, and that should just about wrap this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed it.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for Denver, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle.